welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you on a bit of a tour of Charlie's drawers. Now this here is the Hemnes, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a dresser drawers from IKEA. I will link it in the description box below. And we're just going to get into it. So I keep most of his clothes in here along with his nappies. It's also his change station. His shoes are kept in here, his socks, pretty much everything, except that we do hang up a few things in the wardrobe. Pretty much from here that way are all bigger sizes, and then these here are just like jackets and things that you kind of don't want to be folding up. Then over here I just have a clothes hamper and a bin for just the wet nappies. Anything more than that and we take that straight outside. Alright, so I will start with the top here. This here is a change mat that I bought from Big W. I will try to link everything that I can name below. Alright, so this here is a little caddy that I bought on eBay. I bought this while I was pregnant and it's actually marketed as a desk organizer. It's got places for, you know, pens and stuff, which, I mean, you could always use it for other things. I did used to keep my my samples in here, but I just think it looks a little bit messier, so I kind of don't use these too much. Then in here I just have some of his lotions, again those samples, some cotton buds which we really don't use all that often, baby oil, pseudo cream, nappy balm, which we don't really find that we need a lot of the nappy creams, but you know, good to have them just in case. Alright, so here we have his favourite book, and this is just The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful book. The language in it is really sweet. Then this bear he was given in hospital when he was born, and this here I made last year for Christmas as a gift for our family. So if you're looking for a little gift idea, this is what we did, and we obviously made one for ourselves as well. We pretty much just printed out a few photos of his ultrasound. We've got his hands here, his little foot here, and then just a photo of his head, and that was really sweet to hand to our family last year. Then up here I have just one of his most adorable little outfits. Now I bought this here secondhand. I actually picked it up for a bargain. I'm pretty sure it was like, I think I picked it up for like $100, guys, and there were a few things wrong with it. I mean, it was they were using it in their shed. I don't even know why you would use something so beautiful for that, but this is the main thing that I just can't seem to get rid of. If you have any idea how to get rid of this stain, I've got no idea what it was. It's got a little bit of a mark here, which I'm not too fussed about, but this stain, if I could remove that, I'd be much happier. Alright, so with all that said, let's get into the drawers. In this first one, we keep all of his changing supplies. Now we do this because as we're standing here, it's really easy to just reach here, and then we've also got our bin in the closet as well. So that's really good, and this works really well. This fits his nappies perfectly. All of his sizes have fit so far, and he is in crawler now, so hopefully they continue to fit, but you know, if not, then I'll find out another way to store them. But there's actually this row, and then it actually has another row just behind it. I'll see if I can show you guys. So yeah, you can see that there's another row just behind it. Oh gosh, and they are really, really jammed in there. We buy Huggies, and they work great for my son, so I would recommend them, but every child is different. Now we have just a little wipes box here, and that just gets refilled all the time. Here we have our nappy bags, and we just keep them on the bottom. There's also another little spare wipes packet there. Here we keep a thing of coconut oil. This is really what we will use for his rashes most of the time, but we also have this one, which is a Curash nappy rash cream, and he has had one rash before, and this did work really, really well, but we also did use the coconut oil. And then this here I really do recommend, for boys anyway, the anti-rash powder. I think that this is what I can credit for not really having any rashes. And then here we keep our change pads, which we just chuck them on top. I was using a cover, but it just gets to be too much work to change them out. So we just place one of these up here, and I cut these in half. So I'll just find a day and I will just stand at my bench, cut them all in half and put them back in their box, and any that don't fit just go into this drawer. Then we have this drawer, and in here we have all of his socks. Now the way I have this organized, these are all of his pairs, and then in the front we have all of his odd socks. Alright, then down here, this is where all of his clothes are, well, mostly. I do need to restock it a little bit, but you kind of get the gist. So here we keep his onesies, and it's his long-sleeved long pants ones, and then his short-sleeved short pants ones. Here we have kind of his undergarments. So here is a nappy cover. This is where we keep his singlets, but he's been wearing heaps of them because it's summer. Here we keep his long-sleeved no pants and short-sleeved no pants onesies. And we usually have that kind of much more full, but, you know, again, we've been wearing a lot of the shorter onesies. And then in here is all of his pants. This actually shouldn't be in here. These are his overalls. They usually get hung up, so. But yeah, so there are his pants, and then we have his t-shirts going back into long sleeved at the back. And here we have, oh goodness. See, this is how I know that Chris has been the one to put stuff away. First of all, these are pants. These belong over here. These ones belong in a completely different drawer altogether because they are not his size. And so do these. Goodness. Alright, so these two actually belong in this drawer over here, which I will show you, but in here is where we keep his shorts, which again we've been wearing a lot. And then just back here we keep all of his kind of accessories. So he's got like his suspenders, bandanas, his beanies, and yeah. So anything that's like extra to go with his little outfits, we just keep in there. And these drawer organizers I will link below as well. They are just the Scub, I think they are called, or but they are the containers from IKEA, and I will definitely link them below because they have been such a lifesaver. I highly recommend them. Alright, so just because I need to put these away, we're going to put them in here. So this is where I keep kind of his bigger sizes that I don't really want to hang in his cupboard. Over here we obviously have his shoes. He's got some gumboots, some slippers, some more slippers, and some little Captain America shoes here. And then we have some little high tops, some little sneakers, and these are his baby shoes. He is definitely grown out of them, so I can put them in his baby box. Then over here we have his hats, which he's got a little Santa one at the moment. Very cute. There's a random little face washer there. We keep these face washers in here all the time, just in case. We have his mittens here, which he really never used, so, you know, I don't think that they're hugely necessary. And this here is kind of a miscellaneous drawer. So in here we have just some hand wipes, a little container full of just odds and ends. His milestone cards, along with two little bags. One of them's for his wrap, and then the other one is for his rain cover, which I've got other bags that I put them in anyway. He's got a thing of bubbles. We usually have more of them in here, and then this here goes to a baby mirror for the car. Alright, now the very bottom drawers. In here I keep his bed sheets on top, along with his change covers, which again I told you I don't really use. Over here I can probably get rid of these as well, because these are his sleep sacks, which he absolutely loved, but he has grown out of it now. And then here we keep his towels. And then just over here we keep some Dettol disinfecting wipes. And just each morning and each night I'll just go over his change table and it makes cleaning up or just keeping everything clean pretty easy. Then in the next drawer, this is kind of a bit of a storage drawer. So we keep our spare nappies, spare wipes, spare nappy bags and spare change mats in here, along with, this might be kind of silly, but I have a lot of friends with kids and I keep all of Charlie's spare all of the nappies that he's grown out of, just in case something happened and I needed a spare in a different size. I've got them on hand just in case. And then over here, this is kind of our baby safe kit, other than these. Here we have some child safety, gosh, what are they called? They're just the PowerPoint plugs. So just to help keep your children safe. And I bought these really cheap off of eBay and I didn't even expect them to be such a good brand, but I'm pretty impressed with them. But yeah, and then we keep just some spare light bulbs for his lamp. And then here, these are those corner things that you put on furniture, which we've used a lot of the other ones, but we keep a spare just here. And then here, I keep all of the receipts for anything that I've bought for Charlie or Charlie's room, and that just makes it really easy to come back to. I do want to find a different way to keep these, but for now they're right here. Then over here, I actually have a spare rain cover. Then over here, we just have some swimming nappies. We have a pole at the back, so it's really good to have these on hand. And then I just have an extra wipes case for when I'm out and about. I do plan on putting some sort of artwork up here, so please, please leave me a thumbs up if you'd like to see something like that. But with all that said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I gave you some little ideas or inspiration for your kids' room. Thank you so much. I'm loving the support that I'm getting, and I'm just so thankful that you guys want to come and watch my videos. Alright, thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.